computer. And then I'm gonna pin. All right, so as we're doing the workout, in between sets, I might have you do tremolo picking. So whenever I do that, it's just gonna be down, up picking on a certain string. So I'll say like tremolo pick the low E string, and okay. Now, if I say tremolo pick, that's what that means. Now, you can go as fast as you can, right? So if I'm going, you know, this fast, and you're going this fast, that's fine. You just adapt it to your own speed. But I want you to keep you moving. All right. The idea behind this is like, you know, if you're playing a show or a set of songs, it's one thing to play a song, but it's another thing to play a song when you're 30 minutes into a set and your hands are tired. So this is kind of the idea of like doing a set of drills and kind of keep yourself moving like you would on stage, right? I guess your fingers and your pick moving like you would on stage. Now, the next one that we're going to do in between sets would be a gallop. And that's going to be a down, up, down, down, up, down. Actually, that's a reverse. Let's do the reverse gallop first. Down, up, down, down, up, down. So like this. Now I'm palm muting because I have distortion. You could do, if you're playing acoustic, you could just do. So if I call out reverse gallop on the A string, then you're on the A string. Down, up, down, 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 like that, okay? And then a regular gallop is down, down, up, 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 down, down. We're going to practice this a lot in the beginning. But as we're in between drills, that's what you're going to do. Now, what I'm going to try to do my best is to explain how to do each movement without stopping much. You know what I mean? So there might be a point where we get a little break and whatnot, but you know, if there's a spot where there's a movement where it might be a little bit more advanced, like there's going to be this one called the spider. And when we do the spider, you know, I'll give you a couple different fingerings and then I'm just going to start going. And then whatever tempo you can do with that, you know, you kind of adapt it to your own level. Think about it like, you know, if you're doing like a P90X or like an aerobics video at home, and there's that person who's doing like 100 push-ups and like they're not stopping, and then there's another person or you know, me, I'm on the floor doing 5 push-ups. You know what I mean? So it's we're all doing push-ups, but one person is doing like an advanced military style speed push-up, and everybody else is like trying to do just regular push-ups. So it's going to be sort of like that. You can adapt it to your own speed and your own level. So if I do something that we do a drill and we're moving up 1 fret at a time, and I'm at like the 10th fret or something like that, and you're only at the 4th or 5th, that's fine. We're still all doing the same drill. Okay. Okay. So with that said, there's one other technique that sometimes we'll do in between drills, and that's going to be a trill. So if you have ever done a hammer-on and pull-off, I'm just going to show you this real fast. And again, if we're doing trills, some of you that are just learning these techniques, they might be slower. It's freezing in my apartment right now, so I'm probably going to go a little slower anyway. And then some of you guys might be going super fast on this, but if we try, like, let's say on the high E string, 5th fret. You're going to play that note and then hammer your 2nd finger and then pluck it off. But your 1st finger is going to stay where it is. And it's going to be. So I'm not using the pick. So if you've never done a hammer-on or pull-off, you're playing this finger and then you're slamming this finger into the fretboard. And then when you pull it off, you're plucking the finger off. But I'm using my 1st finger, I'm slamming this 2nd finger into the fretboard, and then I'm plucking it off, slamming it in, plucking. All right? So again, if you're brand new to Hammer-Ons and Pull-Offs and you're just trying to get the sound, that's fine. That's where you're at. And then if some of you have done this before and you're doing trills like, you know, like super fast, that's where you are. And if you're in between, that's fine. Okay. So that's going to be, those are going to be like the in-between drills. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to start tremolo picking for about 5 seconds on each string. Do your best to follow me. This is going to be the warm-up. You can do it at a slow speed. I'll start at like a medium speed, and you can start at the medium speed with me. And we're just going to back and forth, down, up picking on each string. So here we go. Ready? Starting on the low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch A. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch D. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch G. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch B. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch high E. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. 2, 3, 4, 5. G. 2, 3, 4, 5. D. 2, 3, 4, 5. A. 2, 3, 4, 5. Low E. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do a reverse gallop. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's do it 4 times on every string. All right, so it's going to go like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Like that. Try it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, let's do that. Tremolo picking one more time. This time only 2 seconds on every string. Here we go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do a gallop. That's down, down, up, down, down, up. 4 times every string like this. Down, down, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. All right, I'll start a little slower and then I'll get faster. Here we go. Ready, and go. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, 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 down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. All right, let's try one more time on reverse gallop. That's the other one. Down, up, down, down, up, down. So you start with the down, up, fast one. We go ready, and go. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, now that we got the right hand moving a little bit, let's go to the left hand. We're going to do finger exercise 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to play that on every string like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice stretch, space them out like that. Now, when we get here, what you're going to do, so everybody try that if you haven't. So once you stop there, what you're going to do is you're going to slide your hand to the 2nd and 5th frets like this. And all 4 fingers are going to be there, and we're going to reverse the fingers. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we get to this side, you're going to move to the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to move up again. All right? So we're all going to go at our own pace, but try to keep up with a faster tempo if you can. Just make sure nobody's waiting. All right. And we're going to keep it rocking. Sorry there. Oh, we do have one. All right. Here we go. So starting on that 1st fret at your own pace. Here we go. Okay, now let's try that again. Now that everybody's getting accustomed to it, let's do it one more time, and then we're going to change it up. All right, so starting from the beginning, follow me and then get a little faster. Now remember to shift on your pinky. We're going backwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to change it up. Now we're going to do fingers 1, 3, 2, 4. This is going to come back later when we do our that thing I told you about, the spider. So we're going to go 1, 3, 2, 4. So instead of in order, we're skipping. 1, 3, 2, 4. Next string. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. When you get there, we're going to slide up again and reverse it. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. So try that technique. Now I'm going 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. And then I'm moving up and I'm going 4, 2, 3, 1. All right, let's try that again. Actually, you know what? We'll come back to that one more time. Let's go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to try a variation. So if this variation is a little too complicated, then go back to that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, right now we're just warming up the fingers, stretching them out, you know, getting a little blood moving here. So When you do this one, you can do straight up, or we can use adjacent strings. So like this, the first finger here, then 2, then 3, then 4. So instead of playing just on one string, I'm going back and forth between these two strings. E string, A string, E string, A string. So we just try that. E, A, E, A. Then I'm going to go A, D, A, D. Again, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, but I'm skipping, well, not skipping strings. I'm using it right next to each other in a little group. Then D string, D and G. D, G, D, G. Now we're on G. G, B, G, B. Then B and E. B, E, B, E. So the idea is E, A, A, D, D, G, G, B, B, E. All right. Then when you move here, we're reversing it. E, B, E, B. Then B, G. G, D. Where are we at? D, A. A, E. Backwards is a little weird, so if you try that one again, on the 5th fret, E, B, and then B, G, G, D, D, A, A, E. All right, so that's the pattern. If you're still at, if that's too complicated for right now, that's fine. Just keep doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's how it's going to sound. Try that on your own for a minute. I'll just run a few times, and then we'll move on. By the way, I'm recording this, and I'm going to send it to you. I also have tabs for this specific exercise I can send you, okay? But as we're working out, I didn't want you to have to read stuff. You know what I mean? We're just playing. All right, so let's go back to tremolo picking. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Keep the same speed. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go back to 1, 3, 2, 4, and then we're done our finger exercise, okay? 1, 3, 2, 4, the skipping one. Then we're moving up, 4, 2, 3, 1. Whatever pace you can do, but keep the notes clear. Reverse gallop, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Just stay on this string. Give your left hand a break. All right, now we're gonna move on to power chords. So if you haven't done power chords before, it's first and third fingers on the first and third fret, like this. All right, we're gonna move that. Now, here's the tricky part. If you're still learning power chords, or if you're still getting used to that movement, use 1 and 3. This is called the spider or the crab. Actually, we called it the crab in college, but where you did fingers 1 and 3, and instead of sliding your arm up, you would do fingers 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4. So practice. So I'm still playing power chords, 1, 3, 2, 4. I'm just using a different set of fingers. And it looks like a spider walking or a crab walking. So instead of us going 1 like this, we can go and then move up 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets. So again. Now, again, if you're still learning power chords, that's fine. Just go. And another variation you could do if you want to practice is slides like this. So you're picking one and sliding to the next one. All right. So those are the chords we're going to use in this next drill. So what we're going to do is play the first fret power chord, second fret power chord, next string, next string, back to the A string, back to the low E string. All right, so we have a power chord 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3 on the next string, 2 and 4, 1 and 3 on the D string, or D and G. Then we're back to the A and D string, then the low E and A string. All right. Now, if you're using the crab version or the spider version, if you want to try a little bit more difficult workout here, you can do same frets, but you're using those alternating fingers. All right, so that's the version that you can do for this drill. All right, so again, if you're still learning the power chords, if you're trying the more advanced one, all right, gotta get this into a better position here for these chords. Okay, now here's the trick. What we're gonna do is go across the guitar and then go up 2 frets at a time. We're gonna do all the dots. First fret, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th. All right, so here's the drill. Tremolo picking, 3rd fret. Tremolo picking, as fast as you can go, 5th fret. Then the 7th fret. Then finally the 9th fret. My strings don't like this light. Okay, here we go. Try it together. And if you're at your own speed, that's fine. It doesn't have to be super fast. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, 9th fret. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we're gonna do is the same idea, but this time with the reverse gallop, but on the A string. Down, up, down, 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 down, up, down. And this time I want you to push the power chord. So if you're doing this one with those fingers, you could slide or just push the speed. If you're using the crab, then go as fast as you can. Here we go. Ready? First fret. Go. Oh, A string. I'm sorry. All right, 3rd fret. Ready? Somebody's waiting to get in. Keep that gallop going. All right, 5th fret. As fast as you can gallop. 9th fret. All right, we're going to go one more time. This time on the D string with the regular gallop. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1, and a 2, and a 3. Like that. Still pushing the power chords. Here we go. Ready, go. And then on the 3rd fret. 5th fret. 7th fret. 9th fret. And take a break. All right. So I don't know about you, but my forearm is burning right now because I'm pushing my picking for sure. And my left hand, it's feeling it, you know, especially, you know, trying to do those stretches. So hopefully you're feeling the burn. Here we go. Next thing, we are going to go back to those power chord spiders. So if you felt like you might not have been able to do them up to speed, that's fine. If you're still just using the 1 and 3 fingers, that's cool too. Because we're going to go back to those and hit those up in another minute. Next thing, Hammer-Ons and Pull-Offs. So we're going to practice short trills on every string. So everybody go to the 5th fret. Using your first finger on the 5th fret of the low E string, you're going to pick that note and then hammer and pull the 2nd finger like this. Nice and easy. You're slamming this finger down and then plucking it off. Slam, pluck. All right, so what I want to try is 4 trills per string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this one again. All right, let's do the same thing with your ring finger, 3rd finger on the 7th fret. So get a feel for how that sensation is. All right, 4 times on each string. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Last one, pinky. Just get a feel for that one. This one you really have to aim it right at the end of the fret, next to the fret bar. See this spot right there? So you don't want to go here. You want to try to reach in there. All right, so 4 trills on each string. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do a little bit more tremolo picking just on the first 3 strings of E, A, D, A, E. 2, 10 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Low E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what we're going to do is superset back and forth the trills on the 3rd string G. All right. And on the tremolo picking, and I'm going to call out a different string each time. Okay, so we're going to start by doing 10 seconds of a trill on the 3rd string, 5th and 6th fret, and then low E tremolo picking. All right, and I'll count to 10 for each one. Here we go. Then we're going to add the 3rd finger and the 4th finger. Okay, here we go. Trills and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tremolo E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1st and 3rd fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then on the A string. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 and 3 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then reverse. Down, up, down, down, up, down. This reverse gallop. Then 1, 4. 1, 4 trill. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. D string reverse gallop. Down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. D string. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tremolo E. 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. 2, 3, 4. Tremolo A. 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 2, 3, 4. Tremolo D. 2, 3, 4. Tremolo 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5. E. 2. As fast as you get. 1, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. A. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. D. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4. 2, 3, 4. D string. 2, 3. Now 3 seconds. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 second. 1. And then take a break. That was a good one. I'm feeling that one. I'm feeling that one, guys. All right. So what we want to try to do now is just rest our fingers just for a second, not a whole lot. Remember, if you're playing a heavy metal set, right? If you're playing 40 minutes of, or if you're playing 40 minutes of anything, it could be bar chords, like, you know, acoustic bar chords, you know, take a lot of endurance. You know, if you're playing more than a minute of a song, it's going to take some endurance. All right. So let's try this. If you haven't yet learned a pentatonic scale on the, you know, we're just going to go to the 3rd fret and start this one. If you haven't yet learned a pentatonic scale, for this, you can, I can show you what it is real fast. If you're on the 3rd fret, it's 1, 4, fingers 1, 4, and then 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. And then backwards 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Now, if that's too much to remember right now, if you haven't learned that yet, then just do fingers 1 and 3, all the way up and all the way back, okay? We're not worried about learning music theory or fretboard theory right now. You know, nothing like a good Coke for a workout. Yeah, we're healthy. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go descending down the scale. So we're going to go like this. All right, so everybody do that. And I'm doing alternate picking. I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up, starting every string on or down. Now, if you want to try a harder pattern, all right, because I'm going to morph into these harder patterns, I'm doing 3 string sets. I'm doing strings 1, 2, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, like this. One, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. All right. So those are the finger, the string patterns I might use on the way down. So we're going to do is a downward scale, or that one, and then we're going to go back to our power chords, and we're going to play power chords on 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Back to this one. Now those of you that want to do the spider or the crab, whatever. All right. Then we're going to move up to the 5th fret and do the same thing, like this. And then play this chord, and then we're going to play the scale. Then we're going to do the crab. And move to the next dot, which is the 7th fret. And jump over to the scale here. And remember, if you're still learning the scale, once you get to that fret, that's like, let's say we're on the 7th fret. Your hand's just going to jump over and do, you know, you're staying on the 7th fret, but you can do fingers 3, 1, 3, 1. All right. So that's the idea. Here we go. Starting on the 3rd fret, we're going to do the scale backwards and then our chords. I'll demonstrate one more time for you. Then 5th fret. Okay? And if you're still doing the regular scale backwards, it would just be. Okay, here we go. Ready? Starting here. Ready, go. keep your own pace, whatever pace you need to do. All right, wherever you are, let's stop and do it again. Now this time, what I want you to try to do is double pick the string. So we're doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up for every note. And if you're doing that other pattern, all right, here we go. I'll start at an easier tempo and then move it up. Here we go. All right, now we're going to add one other element, okay? We're going to add one other element, and that's going to be some picking in between. We're going to go back to one note at a time. Or, oh, I missed that last note. And then we're going to do the power chords, and then we're going to pick as fast as you possibly can on the root note of the next scale. All right, so like this. And I'm going to count out loud for the tremolo picking. Here we go. Ready, go. Wherever you are, start tremolo picking. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scale. And then pick wherever you are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ninth fret, pick wherever you are, just pick. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then open string, low E. Just pick as fast as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 20. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I counted right. Okay, there we go. Now we have a couple more things to do. All right, and again, if you're behind a little bit on some of these, don't worry about it. You know, at whatever pace it is. Okay, so as I'm sure all of us are feeling a little bit tired on the guitar right now, hopefully. So the next one is we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more because actually I have to skip 3 on here because I think I overplanned, which is always good. Let's do some speed licks. All right, this is the last thing. Now, if you're still learning how to play scales and things like that, that's okay. What I want you to do is start on the 2nd string, 5th fret. And I want you to play frets 5, 6, and 8. Now, if you consider yourself a beginner or still intermediate, practice those notes, 5, 6, 8, with down-up picking. going like this, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's like, so every time you play that pattern, the pick is backwards. So it's down for this one, and then up for this one. And then you just try to keep it even. And as you do more reps, you'll be able to start going faster later. Speed, it always works. It doesn't work like a graph, a 45-degree graph like this. It looks like a hockey stick. It's like it's slow, 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 and then finally it just shoots up. All right, so you want to get more reps in, more volume, number of times, and then that's going to build up that muscle memory. So anybody that feels like they're a little bit more later advanced or later intermediate, approaching it on advanced, what you want to do is add the E string. Microphone, sorry. The E string. You're going to do an upstroke on the high E after you do your scale. So you have 5, 6, 8, and then an upstroke on there. And then you come back down your scale, 8, 6, like that. So it's now it's really important, down, and then on the E string is an up. So the pick is traveling over the string to get to here and do an up on that high E string. Up. So you can do a little speed burst. Okay, here we go. Now what we're going to do is try to do that little lick. Or if you're practicing still the scale, what I want to do is just keep repeating it and find your control speed and don't stop. Control speed means however slow or medium it has to be to not make any mistakes. So if you're still there and you can do it like that, that's fine. We just don't want to stop. Now, if you're completely confused and your hands are like all messed up, then stop and start it again. You don't want to learn a bad habit. A little faster if you can. Now, next thing we're going to do is if you're doing that one, you're going to add a second finger on the high E string. So now you have 3 notes on the high E string, essentially. Now, if you're a beginner, earlier, intermediate, what I want you to do now is reverse the scale. So you're going to play frets 5, 6, 8 with these fingers, and then repeat 8 and come back down. So if you're doing that one, that's the one I want you to do. All right, here we go. A little faster. All right, lost it there at the end. That's the tough one. Now we're going to do is add the fourth finger on the high E string. All right, and any beginners, you're still doing this one. And you really want to, like that one, you can really move that one, you know, move that one quickly. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're gonna do is the different variations of these. And then add the next one. And then the last one. Woo! Man, this right here is burning. All right, so we're gonna do that one. And then mix it with the tremolo picking, but this time I want you to tremolo pick on the open third string, G. And if you're playing with distortion, practice a small, very light palm mute. Because it's a little different palm muting these higher strings, the thinner ones, than it is the fat ones. All right, because you need a little bit of a lighter touch and right on the edge of the pick. All right, here we go. First variation of your speed lick. So for beginners, it's the scale. Beginners, your second variation. And then for the third variation, I want you to continue doing the second variation. Here we go. Everybody that's doing intermediate or advanced, we have these three. Just one note on the E string, or two notes, or three notes. All right, first variation. Here we go. Ready, go. Tremolo pick. Variation number 2. Tremolo pick. Variation number 3. Tremolo pick. Now we're going to go back to our trills here. Tremolo pick. 3. All right, back to your speed lick. First variation. If you have to stop and restart it, that's fine. Tremolo pick. Variation number 2. Tremolo. Whatever pace you can do. Last one. Trill. Tremolo. Trill. Tremolo. Trill. Tremolo. Trill with a pinky. 2, 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we are done. Dude, that was an hour straight of shredding. That was awesome. If you guys have any comments or questions, you can feel free to unmute yourselves if you would like. Does anybody have any questions? Or if you want, you can chat them to me here.
I got a question, Nate.
All right. What's up?
I missed the beginning. I'm assuming there was some kind of warm-up involved, and we could talk about that otherwise. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but I'm sure there was a warm-up involved before you got to where we were for the second half hour.
Yeah, definitely. We did. We were playing for 20 minutes before then. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and we went over all of the different like drills that we would be doing. And the next time I do this, I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 different ones that I skipped, which would be chords and chord arpeggiation and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, that was awesome.
That was awesome. I'm glad I got to catch at least some of it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I recorded it. I'm going to send it. I'll send it to everybody. Let me try to get a list. An easier, let me close the chat here. Hold on a second. Just do a list of everybody. Cool. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Things maybe feedback? Well, if you have any feedback, let me know. How you felt, those different things.
Hey, Nate.
How'd it go, Chuck?
This is Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Hey, I just want to thank you for taking your time to do this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I figured, while we are stuck at home, currently to continue to try to get together and play music and try to find something valuable here. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys, taking the time to jam with me. It's been cool. Absolutely. So
we'll get the getting in stage condition with all the old school step ups and Hindu squats and all the old time 1940s Army calisthenic manual exercises to maintain balance on stage while doing 60 minutes of guitar aerobics.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and Courtney said that she does circus arts and has a lot of care tips for the forearms and cool down stretches. I don't know if Courtney, if you want to show us, but I all I know is the basic, things like this, and then my thumb and whatnot. But or you could email me, what those things are, and I can add them to the next one if you'd like. But generally, I'll just nice and easy that way, this way, and my thumb. Oh, that actually feels amazing. Just pulling a little bit. And then I got it from the John Petrucci Rock Discipline video, which was the greatest technique guitar method I think ever, until somebody started doing the voiceovers and messed it up. Those voiceovers are hilarious if you've never seen them. But
is that the John Doe shreds or whatever? It's a bunch of fake overdubs or whatever on the.
Yeah, Courtney, that would be great if you want to send me those, and maybe tell me if I'm doing something wrong, because I don't want to bust my wrist up either. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I guess Colin and I have a podcast recording.
Get all the fun close voice chords right to get all the tendonitis going.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe next time we should do a jazz version, Chords of Doom or something.
We are not legally responsible for any injuries.
Cool, guys. Well, if you need to leave the meeting, that's cool. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. And we'll do this again. If you felt like it's something you want to try again and do a workout, then let me know, okay? I'm going to stop the recording.
Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Nate. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. No problem.